Now, let me take you through the other breaking news now coming in. This is with regards to the second report that we have accessed. And this report, ladies and gentlemen, has not been made public. The reason being is this. Here you have the report clearly stating that the defense acquisition system in the country is fraught with what they are calling an inordinate delay and inefficiency. I'm quoting from the CAG report, and this report has not been made public. They go on to say that the entire system was not geared to assure value for money, air assets that were acquired of the required quality at the optimum price and within the given time. It's a scathing report which talks about the entire acquisition process. Now, let me just quickly take you through the second report that has been accessed, which has not been made public. And I'll tell you why it has not been made public, because you have scathing remarks being made by the auditor with regards to the defense acquisition process itself. It says significant delays in initiating replacement of air assets. This compromises the air power of our country. Next, this is after the delay in the procurement proposal, and here they make a mention of the evaluation of technical and commercial bids, which, according to this report, it says it does not demonstrate consistency, objectivity, and fair play in selection. Now, here, new systems that are delivered after expiry of the existing assets. That's because by the time they are essentially preparing their RFP, it goes into another stage of delay. They say hangars, buildings for basic trainer aircrafts not completed even 5 years after the receipt of aircraft. So you have the allied infrastructure also compromised heavily. And this is what the auditors say. No assurance that the products that are acquired met user standards. Now, this is after you have the auditor going through the entire process of acquisition of the Chinooks, the entire process of the MMRCA, and various other assets that were brought in. Air staff quality requirements, ASQR, not met during the evaluation. I'll just quickly explain. Now, this is something that is prepared by the Indian Air Force whenever there is an procurement policy. They say that it has been done in such a manner that most of the vendors, a good percentage of the vendors, do not even qualify for this ASQR. ASQRs modified multiple times without recorded reason. They say that this is the reason why, essentially, most of the vendors cannot even qualify. System of the vendor identification heavily scrutinized. Now, there's a weak vendor database is what the CAG essentially indicates. Let's take you through the others. Air headquarters didn't maintain any vendor database. Now, this is, again, a finding of the auditor of our country saying that the air headquarters are not maintaining the vendor database. If maintained database not made available to the audit by the ministry. Now, here comes the caveat that the auditor says that they have not been provided with the details by the ministry itself. Now, is it because of some sort of a national security concern? That is something that is not known.